Good morning, Sava here from Football Heritage TV. I hope everyone is well. Happy Sunday to you. Hope everyone's got good stuff planned. So the season is only a matter of 29 to 30 days away, depending on who you support and which day of that weekend we're playing. And Tottenham Hotspur still in search for centre-backs. It is farcical. It's shambolic. But we have been linked with yet another player today by the likes of Football London, the Daily Mail, the Sun, TalkSport have all come out with this story. Many stories we know, but Spurs are targeting Joachim Andersen of Crystal Palace, the left-footed centre-half. Let's get into it. What do we make of it? See you in a second. Yes, so as I said, happy Sunday to you all. Now, one thing that is for sure is whenever I do a video, whenever I use a word like shambolic or pathetic or Spursy, lots of fans get upset. I had one guy the other day message me and said, "Oh, I like your content, but you use the word Spursy. I'm unsubscribing." That's as Spursy as it gets, right? Not being able to handle the truth and not identifying that this word perfectly sums up our football club. Now, the reason I call it Spursy, the reason I think we're pathetic in an absolute shambolic state, how on earth can Spurs keep doing this window after window after window? Why on earth are the centre-back positions not being addressed? Why is this where we seem to penny pinch? We've spent 60 million on Ndombele. We've spent 60 million on Richarlison. Why can't we go and drop 30, 40, 50, 60 million on a centre half? Why is this so difficult for our club to do? Why does it feel like, I'm sure we're not, but it feels like we're the only one of the teams in the top half that don't go and get the position sorted we need? Now, yes, there's still 29 to 30 days till the first game of the season, but we're already starting pre-season with the same defenders as last year. We're already going in, as it stands right now, we are going into the first game of the season with the likes of Eric Dyer or Tanganga or Rodon or Sanchez. Now, I'm sure that will move. Things pivot, things change. I'm sure some players will go out. Hopefully, we get some in. But at what level? So we all know what's happened with Van der Ven. We all know what's happened with Tapsoba. 3 weeks of talking now, absolutely no clear as to what's going on. There were reports of a medical the other day. That's not materialised. Reports that it might have broken down. The likes of Ornstein and Mana, they've all gone quiet. But is it a coincidence that new links are coming out over the last 24 hours that Spurs now are joining the race to sign Crystal Palace centre-back Joachim Andersen? Now, Joachim Andersen is a player that we wanted a couple of years back and never got over the line. Left-footed centre-half. He was a Lyon player who had a good season on loan at Fulham. And then Crystal Palace came in and bought him for 17.5 million euros. 17.5 million euros. Now, he seems to have built a really good understanding with Mark Guehi, another player that got at the same time from Chelsea. And now the price won't be 17 million euros. What everyone's quoting is the price is going to be nearer to 50 million pounds. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. Is Andersen as good as Van der Ven and Tapsoba? Does Andersen fit a Postecoglou system? I don't know, by the way. I'm just asking questions. Is Andersen as good as people think? Some people think he's bad. Is he as bad as people think? Is this another average option? Now, I know it's 50 million they're talking about, but is this another one of we couldn't get our targets, so we went to the next level down? I don't know. I don't mind Andersen. When I see Andersen play, he's definitely better than all our centre-backs other than Romero. I definitely think him and Romero would be the best two centre-backs if he was to join. I think he's much better than the rest. If you look at Tanganga and Rodon and Sanchez and Dyer and Davis, I think he's better than them. He's comfortable on the ball. He's got a good array of passing. Newcastle apparently want him to play alongside Botman, but Newcastle don't have the funds that everyone thought they were going to have due to FFP. So now Spurs are joint favourites with Newcastle to land the signing of Andersen. But it won't be cheap. Is this just smokescreens? Are all transfer rumours smokescreens? Do we want Andersen? Maybe we wanted an Andersen all along, and Tapsoba and Van der Ven were the nice to haves, but we didn't think we'd realistically get them. Maybe we get an Andersen and a Van der Ven. Who knows? What I do know is at the moment, I can't believe we're starting another season with the defenders we've got. Lots of talk about players going out, but they're still here. It just feels like we can't get anything wrapped up in a timely manner at all. And yes, the club put out a lot of, here we are landing in Australia. All the players look happy. Maddison saying it's a great vibe around the place. Here's an Indigenous dancer to welcome Spurs. Here's the billboard that the cricket say, welcome back to Ange, to Australia. That's all well and good. It's all PR. It's all propaganda. Most Spurs fans, real Spurs fans, fans that have the best interest at heart rather than just sticking up for everything the club does, know that if we go into this season with the same group of defenders, we're never going to improve. Kane or no Kane, we're never going to improve if we have to constantly put out the same deadwood year after year. The Ange will get more out of them. How much more can you get out of a Sanchez, a Dyer, a Davis, a Tanganga, a Rodon? Now, I'm not doubting Postecoglou. My issue is not and has never been with Ange Postecoglou. I've got no doubt that the fact that every single fit player other than Lloris has travelled is more about the club saying everyone must go. Yes, he's going to look at players, but let's be honest, if you're joining Tottenham Hotspur and you are a pro within the football scene, do you need a month to watch Davinson Sanchez play? Rodon, players that we've seen for years, that everyone's seen for years. So let me know your thoughts on Joachim Andersen. I remember a couple of years ago when we were linked with him heavily, lots of people were saying, oh no, he's not good enough. Which is funny now because when you look at it compared to what we've got, it's just terrible, isn't it? So, 2 years ago, we could have got him from Lyon for about 17 odd million euros, but we didn't. We never move. We never act. We don't do things with haste. And I think the difficulty for me as a Spurs fan is I look at all the signings Spurs make, and it always seems to be the easy deals that we can get over the line. Maddison got relegated to the Championship, 1 year left, 40 million, bish, bash, bosh, done. Easy deal to do. Basuma, 1 year left, done. Perisic, free. Forster, free. Solomon, free. Longley, 5 million loan. Richarlison, Everton in financial trouble. Vicario, 17 million euros. Jed Spence from the Championship. It never feels that we go out and when we've got to get a deal, when we've got to negotiate tough and hard, it always feels like Daniel Levy loses. If we're talking about business in terms of winning and losing, everyone fames Daniel Levy for being this tough, ruthless businessman, this man who's skilled in the art of negotiation, but yet we never end up getting what we need. So is he this skilled negotiator? Has he got the best interests of the fans at heart or the club? I don't know. It's just getting tougher and tougher. I think, listen, I had pre-season optimism, a lot more of it, should I say, a month ago. I truly believed when this transfer window opened that we would go out and get some centre-backs. I truly believed that we would learn our lesson for once. Just for once, learn our lesson, go and get what we need to get. But again, anything but the centre-halves has been addressed. Rumours galore. Lots of talk. Still nothing. I'll leave it there, people. What I will say is tonight, 8 p.m, we will be back with a Spurs review. We've got a different panel this week. We're going to mix up the panels every week. Tonight, I'm going to be joined by Holly Agombo from Holly's Hotspurs and David Harris, the Irish Hotspur. We will be going live at 8 p.m, chewing all the fat, talking about Harry Kane and the Bayern noises. We'll be talking about Manor Solomon. We'll be talking about the pre-season. What are we expecting from it? What can we expect to see from the team? What will Postecoglou instill into the players? And we'll be talking about this dreaded centre-back position. So please like, please subscribe. Thank you for all your support. And as always, come on, you Spurs.